Alright, so look at this drop. So from yesterday, which we continued one time framing up, putting value was pretty much the same as the day before, but we did make new highs. We attempted to test value from this session, which we didn't get to, but we held this area. Now, like I said yesterday, we were probably waiting for earnings. So now Alphabet reported earnings, and everything is a little weak. But we finally got to that those equal lows that I've been talking about for many days. I was initially looking for a look below and fail setup, but this morning we started accelerating to the downside, and now it seems like sellers are in control, and it seems like they want lower. So far I ended up taking this morning the short trade. If you remember, I was talking about this 7,500 area. I said if we lose that and we accept below 74.97, that I was looking for a short into this lows. When I woke up, I saw this look below that area, that bounce, and then we started dropping again. When I saw that we were losing the 7,500 again, that's where I took the short, and then I covered at those equal lows. Then I attempted to see if we bounced, but I got like a couple points only. But now I closed it because I see the sellers are still going. Look at volatility still. Look at this, volatility still rising. Ticks are completely negative. ADSPD, everything's negative right now. So sellers are in control. Below, I don't have much levels here. I do have a high delta imbalance at 74.57, which is coming up now. So looking for a reaction there. Let's see. We can see it live. So those are areas where we had big absorption. See 10,000 delta on one side. That means that there was a lot of imbalances there. So that means that there's some institution or somebody that had some position there, some transaction, and you see how we're bouncing right there. That's because if they haven't dealt with a position now that we're coming back into it, they probably have to. They're forced to do something about it. So I'm gonna be watching this area. So far it's looking like there's some volume coming in. Look at this same area. You see how we're bouncing there. So let's see. But if we lose that, we really don't have any references here. I mean, we do have this previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 session plus all of this from before. So this is an area where we did have some acceptance in the past. So I wouldn't be surprised if we chop around, and it's not easy to get through this. But we do have some imbalanced targets one from this session, one from this session, I think, into this. One is 74.26, the other one is 74.16, and then we have a weekly low from the past here at 74.09. See how we bounce right at that area? Oh, we're seeing a little bit of buying pressure here. Anyway, the main scenarios I'm looking for today. So the first thing is that we are inventory from yesterday's close, which was somewhere around here. So inventory is about what, 95% short. So when you have mostly short inventory, you can expect some counter auction back to correct some of those inventories. When it's a large gap like this, what I do is I mark the half between the open and the close from yesterday, and then that's gonna be my initial target. It's probably gonna line up somewhere around the 7,500 area because I'm just eyeing it here, but somewhere around there. But so that's the first thing. Then the gap to RTH low, it's a little far away, so I don't know if we're gonna get it, but keeping that in mind. We have the weekly VWAP here, which coincides with this initial balance from the overnight session at 75.15. So that's an area to watch, and also the 90-day point of control, which coincides with this bounce right here from the overnight. So those are two areas I'm gonna be watching if we start moving higher and get back above this monthly pivot area. Otherwise, could be a down move all the way to test the 7,400 area. NQ. So one thing that's interesting is that we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions on ES. And then this drop is testing below those. But look at NQ. We have these 4 sessions, and this low still has all this buying tail to go through to test these lows. That's because on this day and this down days, NQ was very, very weak in comparison. But that's something that to watch. Because relatively speaking, right now NQ is stronger because it hasn't tested back on that below that weekly, the last week's low, and ES has. Crude, been talking about it for a while, about that 90 area. Finally got there, and now we're back above it. So no bueno. But Crude keeps going higher so far. I wouldn't attempt to short it yet. And gold was looking very nice until this morning, and now it's dumping. It's like this move never happened. Fuck all the longs. Now back to the 40-40 area. So that's why I don't trade much gold anymore, because it does those kind of things. It pisses me off. Anyway, we have more earnings today and tomorrow morning and next week, so there's room for more up and downs. And let's see what else. We have some auctions today at 11:30 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Those are good to watch for a week, and the 10-year tips. And what else? That's pretty much it. At 11 a.m. we do have Kansas City Fed manufacturing, and at 10:30 we have natural gas. But those shouldn't be big market movers. More importantly, the headlines coming out, still issues with Iran and Trump tweeting and all of that can bring more volatility. Good luck, and I'll see you around.